Did she get everything? The clothes, the bags, the flowers, all of it. Kane's voice was tight, nearly clipped. I stopped dead in front of the door, its crack barely enough to peek through. Yes, Alpha Kane. Everything was handled discreetly, just like you ordered. David, his most trusted warrior, responded swiftly. My stomach twisted. My birthday gift was only a bouquet of white roses and pearl earring. It felt cheap, like an afterthought. Kane hadn't even remembered my favorite flower. And the doctors? Were they careful? How's she holding up? Kane continued. No answers. Still brushing off Athena's chest pain as a side effect from the transplant. Athena? Athena Dawser? The female alpha who had rejected Kane a year ago, the woman who'd called him weak for a beta from a failing pack. Why was Kane so obsessed with her now? Alpha Kane never truly loved Luna Esme. She was just a rebound after Athena. I dismissed it then. Now, that gossip echoed, loud and sharp. Useless doctors. They must have messed up when they transplanted Noah's heart. Kane growled in frustration. My blood ran cold. Noah. My twin brother. My head spun. What was he saying? Noah's heart? Rumors are spreading. Alpha Kane, David murmured. People think Noah's death wasn't an accident. And they're saying you went ahead with the heart transplant, without Luna Esme's consent. Kane's voice dropped lower, colder, angrier, but controlled. Athena's life was worth more than Noah's. She was dying, David. She needed the heart. I couldn't let her die. Noah was good as dead anyway. Using his heart was the only thing left. Don't worry about Esme. She's too naive. She loves me. Blindly. But silence those rumors. My legs went weak. My twin dead. Gone. For her. I staggered back, my pulse thundering. I turned and ran to our room. My hands trembled as I slammed the door shut behind me, ripping through Kane's things, papers, clothes, anything I could find. I needed to prove this was a lie. Then I found a box. Inside were hundreds of photos of Kane and Athena laughing, holding hands, kissing. No. But one photo froze me. They were naked, locked in a passionate kiss on a yacht in Lake Como. My yacht. Then an envelope with pictures of Noah's disgruntled body and a note. I've done the job. Enzo will take care of the body. Rule it as a car accident. Make sure his twin signs the heart transplant agreement. Full payment in 2 months. Kane had been there when Noah died. He held me, pretended to be my rock, as my world shattered. But he killed him. My heart cracked. My wolf howled, clawing to break free. Kill him. Tear him apart. But I hushed her. Later that evening, the pack gathered for the banquet. Kane's arm was possessively around my waist. His smile was nothing but a mask. It never reached his eyes. My own smile felt like a lie, too. Luna Esme, you look, well. Elder Thorne's gaze lingered on me. Pity. Always pity. Since Noah's death. Still grieving. Kane chuckled, pulling me closer. My Luna is strong. She simply misses her brother. His words were smooth, rehearsed. His touch on my hand was a show, a performance for the pack. Then, Athena entered. The room silent. She was a walking goddess. Emerald green eyes sparkling with a confident smirk. Kane's grip on me tightened, but his gaze locked on her, hungry for her. My stomach churned. He released me and walked towards her. Athena, he murmured, soft and intimate, a tone he hadn't used to me in months. He kissed her knuckles right in front of me, in front of the entire pack. Whispers erupted. He never got over her. Poor Luna Esme, just a placeholder. Each word sliced through me like a blade. I stood there, humiliated and discarded. I was his mate, Luna of the pack, a pack I inherited from my alpha father. Yet here I was, invisible, while he adored another. One of Athena's assistants sneered at me, her eyes cold. Heard you're not allowed to leave the grounds, Luna. Alpha Kane's orders for your safety. Or is it to keep his little secret? She whispered with a smirk. I paled. A prisoner. That's what I was. My pack, my mate, my brother, my life, all stolen. I was about to faint when I felt a hand on my arm. It's Lyra, Noah's best friend, eyes wide with concern. Luna? Are you all right? I pulled away. Fine. The word tasted like ash in my mouth. I didn't want their pity. Kane had made me a fool, a public spectacle. Across the room, Kane and Athena laughed, their heads bent together, their whispers laced with intimacy. He touched her possessively like he used to do with me. No, like he never did to me. Then, the music, laughter, and clinking glasses all faded into nothing. The ringing in my ears drowned out the world. All that remained was Kane and her. He had orchestrated everything, all to get her heart, all to get her. And I was just a convenient pawn. A cold fury spread through my veins. My wolf roared silently, demanding blood. But no, I wouldn't be hasty. Death was too quick and easy. My blow must be precise, methodical, and painful. I was Noah's twin sister. We, the twins, were ruthless and genius strategists of the Shadowhunter pack. You took everything from me, Kane. Everything. And I will make sure you pay in double, I whispered and turned to walk away. With the agreement, I stormed into Elder Thorne's office without a knock. I want to sever my mate bond with Alpha Kane, I declared. Elder Thorne froze, eyes wide with shock. Luna Esme, what happened? I want the link severed. Now, I snapped. But Luna, this bond is sacred, unbreakable. It's already broken, I shot back, my gaze like steel. and I renounce my title. However, as my father ensured before his death, I still get 90% of my inheritance. I'll be back tomorrow to ensure all my money is in my account and my properties are no longer free for him to use. I slapped the agreement on his desk and headed to my room to start packing. Esme, what is this I hear about you causing a scene with Elder Thorne? Kane asked in a low growl as he barged into the room the next day. My heart hammered against my ribs, but I managed to say, simply tying up loose ends, Alpha. Some affairs you've clearly overlooked. Kane's jaw clenched. Loose ends? What nonsense are you spouting now, Esme? The kind that demands attention, I countered. I held up a folded document, carefully obscuring the crucial detail. And this, a minor legal formality. My family's lawyers are particularly insistent about some old trusts being finalized tonight. They say if it's not signed, it could cause complications for your leadership. Just a quick signature, Alpha, and I promise my family's drama won't be in your way. He scoffed, waving a dismissive hand. Too much drama. I have more important things to deal with than your tedious paperwork. Of course, I said, my voice sweet as poison. I stepped closer, ensuring the faint scent of my perfume, the one he once claimed to adore, reached him. Just a simple signature, Alpha, unless you're afraid to sign something with your Luna by your side. His eyes narrowed. Don't be ridiculous, Esme. I don't need you to sign my papers. He snatched the document and the pen from my hand, his gaze flicking to the blank line with his name. He scribbled his signature in a rush. There. Done. If you'll excuse me, I have important pack matters to attend to, Kane said, gazing at the door. A sharp, searing pain suddenly exploded in my lower abdomen. My breath hitched, and a strangled gasp caught in my throat as I gripped the dresser, feeling the room spin. Esme? What's wrong with you now? Kane's voice was distant, annoyed. But then, a frantic knock echoed, sharp and insistent. Alpha Kane, Athena needs you. It's urgent. She is having another chest pain. David's panicked yell pierced through the haze of my agony. Kane's head snapped towards the door, all annoyance vanishing, replaced by an immediate, desperate concern. He didn't spare me another glance. Coming, he roared, already halfway out the door, then gone. The pain intensified into a twisting, wrenching agony that stole my breath. I slid to the floor, gasping, vision blurring with unshed tears from how Kane had just walked away. He never chose me. A painful memory of the annual moon festival flashed before my eyes. It was after Kane became Alpha of the Shadow Hunter, a position he'd secured after Noah's death and by being my mate. The bonfire blazed, music swelled, and wolves from different packs danced and sang with uninhibited joy. Kane stood beside me, his arm loosely around my waist. Then, Athena appeared on the edge of the clearing. Her silver dress shimmered in the firelight. Her smile was directed specifically at Kane. A collective gasp rippled through the gathering as a rogue wolf, disoriented and aggressive, lunged directly for her. Kane's arm dropped from my waist. He didn't hesitate. A primal snarl ripped from his throat as he intercepted the robe, tearing into it with a ferocity that stunned everyone. He subdued the threat in seconds, a bloodied victor. But as he stood panting, his eyes immediately sought Athena. He didn't check himself. He didn't hear the roaring concern and murmurs of the crowd. He didn't look at me to see if I was harmed. He walked straight to her, his large hands gently cupping her face, scanning her for any injury, his expression a mixture of profound relief and fierce possessiveness. For me, his mate, he offered a polite, distant touch. For her, he offered his life, his untamed protection. At that moment, watching him, I knew. I was the Alpha's mate, but she was the one he would fight for. The pain erupted again, hotter this time, a gush of warmth spreading between my legs. My hand instinctively went down, wet, sticky, blood. A lot of blood. A strangled cry escaped my lips. I tried to push myself up, but my arms gave out. Darkness began to creep into the edges of my vision. The last thing I heard before the world dissolved was the faint, mocking echo of Kane's voice. Athena's life was worth more.